Hello everyone and welcome back. As you remember from last episode, we did start getting this field mode. We're going to start tedding it now, windrowing it, and forage. Yeah, you getting the forage wagon loaded up. Since it is so dark and since you guys won't be able to see too much of it anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do it off screen, and then we're actually going to, I suppose, technically start this episode in the beginning of November. I just want to make sure you guys didn't get kind of confused when we came back and all of that was already plowed and planted as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get that taken care of, and then we'll start off in November. All right, we're officially done with all our planting, and let's go ahead and go to sleep, get into November, and we'll talk about some of the things that happen as well as what our plans are. Okay, so a couple of things, not too much. Like as you can see, it took a couple hours to get it all done. Tractor ran almost out of fuel. I barely made it to town. Picked some up. John Deere Gator actually did quite a bit of helping over there. That was really nice. Help get things moving a little bit quicker. Cedar is now at, I think, 35%. So if we want to do another field, probably won't work. All these pieces of equipment work really well. We have hay here, which let me just check to see. I should be able to see stats on this, should I not? Okay, maybe not. I was definitely worried about this rotting out, but I don't think it did. That being said, definitely need a place to put that. So that's going to be a priority for this episode. We got, I think, probably about 26,000 liters here, as well as, whatever that is. A fair bit. Not sure if it's worth keeping or until we have animals that need it. Regardless, still got these logs. They kept getting in the way when I was trying to travel back and forth. We've got our barley in. But as you can see, expected yield is 63%, whereas expected yield here, we've got our precision farming abilities on. Now, I assumed that since this was all going to be within our property line, and when we did the precision farming, it was going to affect all of this. However, it didn't. So let's go ahead. We're going to select that and repurchase, I think. Is that the right thing to do? Yes. And then the only problem is once we put fields in here, we have to redo it again. But anyway, now we've got expected yield 78%, give or take. Yeah, that's pretty good. I did leave the logging trailer in town because I was going to swap it out. But then I realized the one I want to buy is like 15,000, which obviously I don't have enough money for that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, wow, they got a little bit of mud on them too. I'm going to drive into town, pick up that trailer. I'm going to sell off some more of those logs, although they are going pretty quick. And especially since I keep grabbing from the thicker ends, we're going to be left with some sticks at the end that don't really sell for much. But yep, going to go into town, get that logging trailer, sell off some more wood, probably end up clearing out like some of these paths, like these trees that are in the way here. I don't know what that is. Is that a log I can just pick up? Maybe. Yeah, I'll take that into town just like that. I did find some more logs on the field that I just kind of threw in the trailer. Not too many. You can kind of see at the top over there. But regardless, we're going to town, get that trailer, load it up, sell enough to get a new trailer, and then I don't know if that log is from mine or we'll just go ahead and say it is. We'll sell it as if it's ours. We spent enough time working on this path, clearing it. But yeah, work on getting a hay loft put in, I think. I'm assuming hay stays good year-round as long as it's dry. Not sure. Guess we'll figure that out. If any of you guys know how to get rid of these logs here, I would really appreciate that. I can't seem to lift it with anything. I can't knock it over. I don't think I can sell them either. And now they're just kind of in the way. I would really love to get those out of the way so I can have a bit of a wider angle that I can kind of come in from. Less likely to tip my trailers, which is that seems to be the corner with the most problems. All right, sell our one little log here. $27. That's the fuel for getting into town, so that's still worth it. And our trailer's just parked over here. Right over there. We'll take that back into the farm. So the reason I want to sell is you see how it's got this swivel? The front wheel's kind of on the swivel there. I don't like it. I don't know in what instance they're good. Maybe if you have like a train of them. Regardless, like as you could see, I showed you a couple times, when the logs are loaded up, the trailer actually pushes past tractor, basically causing it to jackknife, and that is that slows me down a lot going back and forth into town. Now I think if I had a stiff front couple wheels there, I wouldn't have that issue. All right, I'll go ahead and start with this log right here. I realized I took the weight off when I was using the windrower, I believe, and never put it back on. So yeah, now these simple logs are just super heavy in comparison. And I didn't really park it in such a good way either. All right, good enough. You can kind of see that corner over there that's kind of open. It's just got the bushes there. That's all our property as well, but I don't know what to do with it. Ooh, this is starting to be not such a good place for these logs either. I won't have too much space to maneuver around. Maybe that trailer has narrow tires. I think I can get away with driving over top of it. But either way, yeah, need the weight first. I will go get that first. All right. I think what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and try and chop these all down to the right sizes, because it's kind of a hassle trying to fight and figure out which ones I've already cut and which ones I haven't. And I guess, yes, a lot of what I did to this pile was when it was already dark, which made it that much worse as well. But I'll go ahead, maybe trim this down into at least 3 sections. Alright, I'm pretty confident I missed some of those there, but that'll be enough to get, I think, at least 1 trailer load. Yeah, another thing that I don't like about it is you can kind of see how the front wheels there are just swiveling. And then what happens is if I'm weighted off to the side just a little bit, it'll turn in that direction and actually kind of tip the trailer. That's another thing I'm trying to avoid. Alright, I think that ought to do it. Any more than that and I'm going to be fighting the trailer the whole way again. Maybe I already will be. But I think that should be enough to get us to that 15,000 mark. Although I guess, to be fair also, I didn't really check the options. Oh, oof. Yeah, anyway, let's take this into town. We'll see how much that gets us. Maybe that's enough to swap it in. Another thing I want to do this episode, if I remember, is to cut a line through here, and you'll never guess why. Yep, definitely going around this turn is just way too sharp, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing about these. I don't know if can I even move these rocks. We'll see, but I want to make an easier path to get straight through there. This is just setting myself up to flip it over and over and over. Come on. Ugh. Almost got it. Almost got it. Good, good. No. Yes, no. Alright, good. Now the trailer that I'm trying to replace this one with, I think has taller posts that go along the sides, which is going to be good for loading up more logs, but I'm also worried at the same time that'll just make it tip even easier. But I'm also not sure what I'm able to do about that. Okay, super happy to see that. Let's go take a look at that trailer. Okay, this is the trailer. So another thing I don't like about it, it does have the backrest, but I just have to get used to using that. Can't really adjust where those posts are either. But we'll go ahead and buy that, and I will sell this one, I think, right away. But I'm going to drive it, park it next to it first to kind of see a comparison of what exactly the difference is going to be, what we're getting. Yeah, lengthwise, pretty similar. The other one's a bit longer, actually, the new one. I'm happy about that because longer probably means more balance. The wheels, unfortunately, are just in the back. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make. It does have an attachment here. I could technically run both of these, and maybe I'm crazy enough to try that. Yeah. I mean, best case scenario, the fact that I'll have two of these will help them stabilize each other. However, I'm still worried that this one's going to try and push that one there. I'll try it, and then most likely I'll be disappointed and sell this one. Let's get it back into the farm, or back to the farm, load it up, and see how much we can get for both of these trailers loaded up. Well, I realized when I attached the trailer that it was sagging a little bit, so I decided to adjust it, and I adjusted it the wrong way. So now I had to fix that, but I don't think I can adjust it the way I needed to. So this is just going to have a little bit of a slant towards the front of the tractor, which is probably better than the other way, but I was hoping to level it out. Now they technically connect, but I'm definitely very worried about this. Another thing that I think will make this new one better too is you can kind of see it's got a wider base, which means it'll hold more logs and have a wider support as well, which means even though it might pile up higher, it might still not tip easier. This is the hayloft that I'm currently considering. $15,000, so that's not too much money we have to gather. Doesn't have a lot of storage, 250,000, but I think what we got over there is probably 30,000 in total anyway, so this will be plenty for now as well as for a while to come. And it's also for straw, which is definitely going to become important as we get more different types of animals. The other thing as well is that field back there, that, well, it's not a field yet, but may become grass for the time being. Not sure yet, depending how quickly we bring in animals, what kind of feed they need. But whatever we do put there, that grass is all going to be turned into hay as well. But I think this is going to be a good spot for it. This way I can kind of drive around. It's close enough, kind of out of the way as well. Like there's this open space here, but this is most likely going to house a bigger building, and somewhere I've got to put some silos as well. And so I kind of want to tuck this away as much as I can. So what that means is I'm gonna have to take down these trees here, and maybe I'll neglect cleaning these up for now, enough to get that pathway cleared a little bit more. I'm definitely gonna do that. This is kind of frustrating to drive around, and I'll probably primarily focus on that. Get the 15,000 that I need for that. Put that down, as well as I think the other last thing for this episode that I want to do is put in the chicken coop. Don't think we're gonna get the chickens in because I won't have the feed for it. I don't want to deal with the hassle of buying that for now, but that'll at least have us budgeted in for that chicken coop, and then we can start focusing on increasing the yield potential of these crops, as well as at some point going to have to buy a harvester, and that's still a ways out, but I don't want to neglect what I'm budgeting for. And all those trees that come out of this area over here up to the edge of our property line, a lot of that is going to be saved for buying another plot of land. So I don't want to pretend that I'm just going to have money coming in forever with that. And I guess, yes, once I buy that field, there'll be those trees I can take down as well. But my point being, I can't just be throwing the money around too much. Just putting this first log in already, I realized that this is not going to be as fun as I had hoped, because I got to watch out for this trailer here if I want to use it, so I don't go too far, which means that I would have to use that trailer as well to throw in these extra pieces. So I'm really quickly thinking that maybe I just get rid of this trailer. It's caused me nothing but problems so far. It earned its own money back, but I think it's time to just let it go. Okay, so to make these a little bit easier to handle, I think I'm going to try and cut these down to about 6 to 8 meters long. And I want to grab one of these ends from over here just because I know I'm going to mess it up. And so that'll give me my sample size. So we'll call that pretty all right. 8.8 meters. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll trim a bit off the end. Because I think anywhere 6 to 8 is technically good. And this gives us 7.7 and it's too heavy. You know what? I think I can probably get that pine. This guy right here, that'll be a nice measuring stick, I think, right? What's that? If I hadn't messed that up. Okay, let me actually go over there. One of the smaller ones we have, I'm gonna grab and find myself exactly roughly 6 to 8 meters. Alright, so I found one that was 5.5 meters to begin with, and then I just made this one a bit longer, so we get 6.3 meters. I'm going to go over there and trim all of these down to that size. I'll obviously start from the thicker side, so that way I'm getting the maximum benefit out of that. Yeah, that didn't take too long for me to change my mind on that. What I did decide to do, because of how time-consuming that was, is instead, the first section of each log, I did use that meter stick, and then I'll just kind of use these as a reference. I realized what will most likely happen, which is that I'm gonna cut some of them long or short, but I'm not too worried about that. If I go a little bit bigger, is pretty much was what I'm gonna try and do. That I'm okay with that. I'm really starting to dislike this trailer. You see how it's just randomly sliding along there? I don't think that we're on much of a grade here either, so I don't understand why it's doing it. Now that is one packed load, so let's go into town and see how much we can get for it. Could be, my guess is, we'll be able to get our 15,000 in one fell swoop. Then I just got to move these logs out of the way, which I may just push them. Well, I'm happy to say that I didn't seem to have any issues on the way here. I could easily tell that, yes, if I went around the turns too sharp, we'd be having issues. But, alright, 18,678. That's enough to put that thing down. Okay, so let's get the rest of these just pushed out of the way for now. Just onto the other side over there, I think. Oh, looks like that one was one of the ones that I did trim down already. In that case, yeah, I'll go ahead and load. I don't think I did the pine one though. Nope. Okay. Well, whatever the case is, I'm shoving this all out of the way. I'll deal with that a little bit later. I'm excited to see that hayloft put into place. Okay. Just move those a little bit more. Don't think I'm gonna have to do too much as far as leveling the ground goes either. This area here is pretty nice. Alright, we'll let it go. We'll let it go. Alright, so if we come over here, I believe it was... I think it was in silos. Oh yeah, I had it right here. Okay, so now I think this looks better as far as like the entrances, because I can kind of store equipment there. However, what I think makes the most sense is going to be able to kind of drive by and collect and drop off. Let's drop it down right there. Okay, now what do we got here? Yeah, looks like we kind of damaged the ground here a little bit. Let's go ahead and soften that up now before I get upset with myself for it later. I think this should work as far as getting things past. And also being able to use this space a little bit as well. Did I just take out part of my field though? No, I did not. Okay, let's just level that out a little bit. Maybe ideally I would have had a little bit more room, but what I'm supposed to do about that. All right, looks like this is, oh, there's still a little bit of a dip right here. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem. But this is it. This is now a fully functioning hayloft. Got all my markers there, which means I'm thinking it's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and try that right away. Bring the forge wagon over here. See if I can load that in before it's too late. And then I hope that's going to preserve it as far as I understand. I didn't realize just how full that looks when it's all packed together. I don't know if that's a graphical error as well. I'm over here. Probably. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Now, I do wonder if I can do multiple types of... Like, can I put straw in there as well? I'm wondering. Let's see, what does it say? Oop, not that. Am I supposed to be able to... Okay, I think I won't be able to put it back into the forging wagon. Is that what that is? Because I better be able to actually access this now, right? Is that 13,000 liters? Yeah, that's probably what it is. I probably just can't refill it back into here. I'm guessing that's what it is. Now with the hayloft taken care of, I'm going to reattach our weight and that trailer over there that we're trying to get rid of. I'm going to load that up, take that into town, sell the wood, and then sell the trailer, and then maybe do another full load with our new trailer as well. That way we can get the chicken coop purchased yet, and then I haven't forgotten about that little roundabout over there either. That's going to get taken care of as well. And then in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and increase these field yields. And if you guys enjoyed, remember, leave a like, leave a comment, maybe what you think I should have done differently, or what you'd like to see going forward. In the meantime, I'm going to load this up. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I think we'll call that good before we end up overdoing it again. Oh, I should probably get a strap over that as well. And I have thought about replacing both these trailers with an actual truck and trailer. I found one that I can get for 25,000, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. But yeah, let's get this into town, see what we can get for it. Yeah, this actually works a lot better when you don't have it overloaded, but so I suppose I probably can't really blame the trailer for doing what it's supposed to do or having the limits that it does, but still not necessarily what we need right now. We've grown a little bit past that, but 8,447 for the wood, not bad. Just go ahead and fix the trailer up, get rid of it. See, we pay like 4,000 for it to begin with. Yeah, I'm not expecting to make too much off of it unless, here we go, repair $6, sell 3,316. Yep, not bad. That puts us at 15,000. I think the chicken coop I want to get is sitting right around 20,000. So if we get enough wood in the other trailer, should be enough to get us through the rest of this episode. I did just stumble across this golden horse, which I'm assuming is a collectible, but I am going to just kind of let it stay there because I don't want to get any artificial money, so to speak. Okay, you'll see kind of what I cleared out here. This way, still got some of the grass there, but this part of it's gone now, and I think we'll have easier access going pretty much from any direction to any direction that we need. Now, we do have $25,000, so we'll see if we can get the chicken coop put in, and as well as the increasing the yields for these fields for the next episode. We're also going to focus on getting that pathway cleared up at the same time, but for now, let's go ahead, throw in the chicken coop, and we will call it a day. Okay, now it looks like this is still overlapping with another object. So I wonder how much space it needs. I think, yeah, what I'll do, I'm going to get rid of some of these pieces of equipment here because I think they're going to be in the way for that chicken coop. I used a little bit of foresight and put the trailer right here. If I'm taking those trees down next episode anyway, then this will be the perfect spot for the trailer. I don't like how this tractor will often keep itself in first gear, and even when the workers are operating it, they'll just be driving super slow around town. Okay. Oh, that's right, this weight won't work with the weight on it. Hopefully moving that windrower out of the way will already be enough. Okay, let's try that. Well, is there any way I can rotate this to make it work? Okay, so I've been messing around trying to get a chicken coop to fit in this area here, and unfortunately it seems like they're all kind of too small, the ones that I would be considering. So I guess I gotta take these trees down as well, and maybe that'll be enough. Okay, had to move some trees around, but I think we can plop that down right there. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so we're probably gonna end up sloping some of this ground yet, but there we go. This kind of matches the aesthetic that we have, mostly a wooden appeal. I think we're within our property line as well. And this will still let us have this space here to store some of our equipment for the time being, as well as if we get pigs or so, maybe there'll be room to put them over there as well yet too. But anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope we'll see you in the next one.